Car Talks with Nathan. Today, we're gonna answer the burning questions of a creator. My mission is to help you grow in this episode. Now, this episode is not just for creators, but also business owners. It could be for big creators, small creators, doesn't matter. These questions are directly coming from our school community, which is a creator-focused community full of creators learning from each other. It's honestly like a really, really cool place. If you're interested, check out the link in the description. But Johnny, let's go right in to the questions. One thing, right before we go to the first question, I gotta say, if you guys get any value out of this episode, all I ask for you guys to do is click the subscribe button. It's completely free. We are putting so much effort into this channel to help you guys grow. Our mission is to give you guys all of my strategies, my tips and advice to help you grow and be a better creator tomorrow. And we're pumping out videos every single day. So definitely be sure to subscribe if you're interested in growing your future. Take it away, Johnny.
Question number one. Do you think creators carry a responsibility to inspire or just to entertain?
Both. Next question. I'm just kidding. I'll break it down. Yeah, I mean, as a creator, you are an inspiration to a lot of people that watch your content, period. Even if you make content where your only purpose is to entertain people, but that also inspires people, right? My content, the content that we put out on the Unspeakable page is 100% entertainment. Entertainment. But what inspires people is the story of how my channel grew and how I was able to grow such a big YouTube channel. That's very inspiring to a lot of people. You know, I meet fans every single week in all different places, at the grocery store, all over the place. And a lot of them, I would say 60% of them are just straight fans. They're just like, I love your stuff, it's great. The other 40%, I would say, come to me and they're like, I'm so inspired by your YouTube channel, how hard you worked, what you were able to build. I wanna build something like that out of my life. The thing is like when I make YouTube videos for my Unspeakable channel, I'm not thinking about inspiring people. I'm just thinking about making the best video I can for my audience and entertaining them, because my purpose of my channel is to entertain people. It's entertainment, right? That's all it is. It's like watching a movie or a TV show, but people get inspired by the journey. You could say the same thing with like famous movie actors. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. A lot of the movies that Dwayne Johnson stars in, they're not like super inspirational movies. Most of them are action movies and they're just straight up entertainment. But at the same time, a lot of people that watch The Rock are very inspired because his story is crazy. He came from a guy that only had $7 in his pocket. He slowly turned himself into a professional wrestler. Now he is one of the biggest movie stars in the world. That is just very inspiring, even though he doesn't talk about it, and it's not really his mission to make movies to inspire people. The thing is what's gonna inspire people the most is you putting in the hard work and actually making your YouTube channel a huge success. Forget making videos that inspire people. Make the biggest YouTube channel you can, make the biggest following you can, make your success shine so bright. That is what is going to inspire people. Another great example, Mr. Beast. Jimmy is a massive YouTuber, and sure, some of his videos are inspiring. He did this video the other day where he trapped this guy in a gym and he had to lose 100 pounds. That was a very inspiring video, right? Very inspiring. But a lot of his content is not inspiring. It's entertainment, straight up. Like, it's just entertainment. But a lot of people, fans, creators, are inspired because he is pushing the boundaries. He is becoming the biggest YouTuber on the planet, and that is inspiring. When people go after big goals, other people, your followers, get inspired by it. So that's what you should focus on. Don't worry about inspiring people. Worry about becoming the biggest creator you can, and if you do that, you will naturally inspire a lot of people, and they will look up to you, and they will be motivated and excited for you. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of creators want to inspire people.
There's a reason that on the airplane, airplane, you know, if the oxygen masks come down, they say put your mask on first before you help others, because you got to help yourself before you can help other people. You got to build a big YouTube channel, do great things before you can inspire other people, because the proof is in the pudding, period. No one's gonna look up to you and be inspired by you if you only have 1,000 subscribers. Like, no one cares. Now, if you have 1 million subscribers, oh, that's pretty inspiring. Wow, you did something crazy. What about 5 million? What about 10 million, 20 million, 30 million? You gotta take care of your stuff first before you inspire anyone, because no one's getting inspired by your 1,000 subscribers. That's not inspirational. That's just like, congrats, you made 80 good videos. Now make 500 more.
Question number 2. How do I generate video ideas for an IRL channel when I have no friends to be in them with me?
Well, there's 2 problems. The first one is you don't know how to identify good ideas, which I'm not gonna go in depth here. That's something we talk about for over 2 hours in Bluprint University. We talk about every possible way and every possible blueprint to think of video ideas. There's like, how many is there, Johnny? There's like 16 total maybe? Because I know there's like 11 or 10 in the pro section, and then we talk about all the trends in the intermediate section, and then we have the beginner section. Anyways, go get yourself a copy of Bluprint University, because I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you for 2.5 hours about how to think of video ideas, because all of it is right there, and all of that information is what literally built my channel to millions and millions and millions of subscribers, was being able to think of good video ideas. So that's the first thing, is you got to figure out how to think of these ideas, right? Because that's a problem. The other problem is you are trying to think of ideas that you need friends with or people to film with, and that's just not true, in my opinion. I think that's a creative problem, a scripting problem, because when I started my channel, or when I started all my channels, I filmed everything by myself. I didn't have no friends. I have thousands and thousands of videos on my channel that are completely alone. And I'm not just talking about gaming videos, I'm talking about real life vlogs as well. There's so many videos where it was just me and the camera. I had a tripod, I moved the camera around, I held the camera, and I did that for years and years and years and years and years. Now, obviously there is some ideas you can't do. Like, for example, if you're trying to film a video of you playing Monopoly, you can't really do that because you need friends to play Monopoly. So there is some limitations. But on the flip side, you just have to get creative with it. And look, the thing about being a successful YouTuber is you have to get creative with everything you do, because in the beginning, you have to do everything. You have to edit your videos, you have to film your videos, you have to script your videos, you have to think of your video ideas, you have to do all of these things. And sometimes you just have to get creative with the resources that you have around you, because that's all you got, right? That's all you got. You know, I remember in Bluprint University, we put me in a room and we had me make a video, and I didn't have a tripod. I didn't have a tripod to make this video. So I was like, what did I do? I made a tripod for my camera out of cardboard. And that's actually something I did when I first started YouTube. I remember when I finally got a camera, like a face cam, I didn't have money for like a tripod to help it stand up. So I literally just got like a bunch of books and boxes and just set the camera behind my monitor. And that's how I filmed my first like 20 to 30 videos with my face cam. And then eventually I mowed a couple more lawns and I helped out my parents with some stuff and I did some chores, and I got like another 50 bucks, and then I bought a tripod and then I put it behind my desk. But that's the fun part about being a creator. And the thing is these hard times that you're facing, where like you think you need this and you think you need that, and you got to get super creative with how to do things, these are going to shape your future. Because let me tell you this, it doesn't get easier. The problems that you're gonna face in the future are only gonna get more difficult. So if you're already struggling with just thinking of video ideas and, you know, stuff like that, like, that's okay. I'm not like trying to put you down. Like, you're gonna struggle. It is hard, but just know that it's actually only gonna get more difficult. So doing these challenges and doing these things and getting very creative with your channel is only gonna put you in a better place for the future. Because like, yeah, I got super creative with making a tripod for my videos, but that also allowed me to get super creative with other parts of my business in the future. A great example of this is Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs, when he was in college, he went to Stanford University and he took a typography class, you know, where they write like the fancy like letters and stuff. And he thought to himself every single day, he's like, what is the purpose of this class? Why am I here? When am I ever gonna write these fancy little letters? Didn't make sense. But then over time, he started Apple, which today is one of the biggest companies in the world. And he took all of those lessons that he learned in that typography class that he thought was pointless, and he actually used them to design one of the first Apple products. He built a computer that looked aesthetically pleasing. And at the time, no other computer companies were doing that. But the point is that I'm getting to is that Steve Jobs basically said, you gotta sometimes connect the dots looking backwards and not forwards. That's the best way I can describe it.
Question number 3. What's the secret to staying relevant for over a decade? I think that's a really good question, by the way.
That is a really good question, bro. Because and I'm not saying this just to brag, but I've built a massive YouTube channel, which is great. But at the same time, I've consistently gotten 100 million monthly views for the past 5 years straight, consistently. That is a very hard thing to do. It's hard enough to build a big channel, but it's even harder to sustain it and constantly get viewership year over year over year. On top of that, nearly 80% of my entire audience does not watch my videos anymore because they've all grown up. So I have literally replaced my entire audience with the next generation of kids. And that's a really hard thing to do. People don't realize the amount of things that I've navigated through as a YouTuber. Again, I say that not to brag, but I say that just to validate my journey, and all of the information that I give you guys is so freaking good. Sometimes it's hard to hear, but it's good to hear, and it's something you might need to hear. So the question is, what is the secret, right? What is the secret? There is no secret. The secret is I'm always on my tippy toes. I have a mindset, and this might not be the healthiest thing to do, but it's the thing that keeps me on top. I constantly feel like my channel is going to die. And if I constantly feel like my channel is going to die, I will constantly be in offense mode and not defense mode. I am constantly trying to think of my best ideas, put my best foot forward. I'm constantly thinking of better ways to edit, all types of things. Like even the other day, dude, I was watching our YouTube videos on multiple different TVs because most of our audience views our videos on TVs, and I wanted to make sure that the TV speaker quality across different brands is consistent and good. And what I figured out is one of the TV brands, like Samsung, I think it was, our videos, they sound very bassy. So I'm trying to work with our editing team and see how we can fix that so our audio comes across more clear on every single TV, because that's where most people watch our videos. And that might sound like a little detail, but when you're constantly playing offense, that's the things I'm focusing on. I am always thinking that my channel is dying. I never feel like I'm on top. And the thing is a lot of creators, and I have seen so many creators come and go. Like the fact that I'm still powering through is crazy, and I think this is one of the reasons, but I have seen so many creators, massive creators of even my size, lose their channels and just fall off because they get comfortable. They get comfortable. They make it to 1 million subscribers or 5 million subscribers, and they think, I made it, I got it, you know? But they don't realize that now they have something to lose. And that's my biggest fear. Getting to 1 million subscribers is very difficult, but keeping those 1 million people entertained, that's a new problem, a new challenge that you gotta solve. And now you have something to lose as a creator. So I'm constantly thinking every single day, and again, maybe this is not a good way to think, but I'm still here. I'm still crushing it. We're still getting 100 million people watching our videos every single month. In fact, this month, I think we're gonna cross 140 million monthly views. No, sorry, 160 million monthly views across all the channels. And we've been doing this for 5 years, constantly, 100 million views every single month. That's over 1.2 billion views per year that people are watching. But I'm always on offense. I'm always thinking my channel is going to die. I'm never comfortable. I'm also never satisfied. I'm proud, but I'm never satisfied. Because the second you get satisfied, the second you get comfortable, is the second you stop learning. The second you stop learning is the second your channel stops evolving, growing, trying new things, adapting. And that's when stuff gets stagnant and people go watch someone else. So that's my advice for you. My next advice for you is to click the subscribe button on this channel, because we post videos like this every single day on the Bluprint channel, and all I ask for you guys to do is subscribe. It's 100% free. So click the subscribe button and we'll see you tomorrow.